In this lesson, I'm going to teach you about coordinate planes and ordered pairs and how they go together. First, this is a coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is made up of two number lines. One of the number lines is horizontal, and one of the number lines is vertical. The horizontal one is called the x-axis. So a lot of times you will even see an X drawn on the horizontal one so that it identifies it. The vertical axis is the y-axis. These are two very important concepts for ordered pairs and graphing them on a coordinate plane. When you come up with a coordinate plane, you have these two number lines that cross. You're going to use ordered pairs to then start graphing. An ordered pair is two numbers within parentheses, like this one shown right here. The very first one is the X, and the second one is the Y. The X tells you to go across, and the Y tells you to go up or down. Now, for our lessons this week, mostly, we're going to just be working on the first quadrant, which is over in this corner. It's dealing with positive numbers. That is called quadrant 1. And then we have quadrant 2, 3, and 4. But the very first number tells us to go over. So this point right here, we started at 0, 0. This is the orientation. And we went over to -3. And the second number tells us to go up or down. It's a positive number, so we go up to 2. Let's take some more looks at that. So again, coordinate planes are divided into 4 quadrants. We have quadrant 1. Quadrant 1 is dealing with positive and positive numbers. Quadrant 2, we start with a negative number, but then have a positive number. Quadrant 3, we start with a negative number, and we go down to negative numbers. And quadrant 4, we go over in positive numbers, but we go down, which is negative numbers. So each quadrant has a different type of positive or negatives that go with them. All right, we're going to look at coordinate plane locating coordinates. So we have the question, name the point that is at 5, 7. 5, 7 is an ordered pair. Remember, the 5 tells us to go over. So we're going to start at 0, 0, and we are going to go over to 5. So that would be right here. The second number tells us how much we're going to go up. So we go over the 5, and we're going to go up 7. And here is our 7 that we went to. So the point that is at 5 over 7 up is point E. So you can locate points on a coordinate plane, or you can also give the ordered pair. Ordered pairs, again, are always within parentheses, and we have a comma between them. The first number tells us over. So we're going to go all the way over until we get to G. If we notice, right here's G. So as we went over, we stop at 6. So we went over to 6. Now we have to see how much we go up. And we went up to 11. The biggest key of doing coordinate planes and graphing them correctly of your ordered pair is to always know you go over, then up, over, then up. Um, Eventually, you're going to get into quadrant 2, 3, 4. So it's still always over, but then it could be up or down. All right, let's plot some of these points. So remember, 17 tells us to go over. So if we start on 0, 0, which you always want to start, you're going to go over till you get to 17. Well, here's 16 and then 18. 17 is going to be right in the middle. It's okay that we don't have a number for it. Now, the second number says go up to 10. So we're going to go all the way up until we get to 10. Notice I was not drawing lines. A lot of times I see people do stuff like this, like, oh, went over there, and then 10, and then I go up to here. Don't do that part. Just put the dot in, A. Let's point B now. We go over 4 and up to 20. And between 20 and 22, we'll get to 21. That's going to be point B. Always label your points. Point C, I go over to 11, and I'm going to go up to 15. Notice that one did not end up on any of the lines. D, we're going to go over to 16, and we're going to go up to 24. If you don't go over first and then up, that's where you're going to end up putting your points on the wrong spot. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Sometimes you're going to plot points and then connect the points. So we start with go over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice sometimes the numbers are not, they don't show up. All you have to do then is count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go up 1. And we're going to put a dot there. If it helps you, you can label that dot like 1, like connect the dots. Our second one is going to be going over 2 and up 4. Now this is where you would want a straight edge ruler or a piece of paper, something that's straight. On my screen, it's hard to do that straight line. So as best as I can, but we're connecting the dots now. The next one is over 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to go up to 7. And again, we would want to use our straight edge. So this was the last dot we used. We would do a straight edge, not like I'm doing there. And our last one is 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go all the way up to 8. If you connect the dots, the points, do they make a polygon? And your answer should be no, because a polygon would have to be a closed figure. Even if we connected our last dots back together, we really did not get a closed figure without crossing lines. Rewatch the video, practice, but the big key thing that you need to remember is the first one always goes over on the horizontal line, and the second one always goes up or down on the vertical line. Again, this is our X, this is our Y. And the reason they're X and Y is we've talked about input-output tables. where you had an X on the input and you had the Y for the output. You can actually take those input output tables and you can start graphing them on a graph. If you need to rewatch the video, please do. Work on the worksheet or the digital practice and ask for help if needed.